Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
To us. Welcome back to another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. You're stuck with my happy ass and Mookie once again. It's 2022 and we've got the same duo. Mookie, what's up though, man? How you doing? Happy New Year, buddy.
Are you shooting from the Grand Canyon or something right now? I hear it bouncing on me. Is it
Do
just
you?
me? Maybe.
Oh well.
Someone probably pressed the button.
It's probably par for the course though if I'd screwed something up.
No, I understand. I know I'm doing really well, man, because I tell you what, I don't got COVID. Like everybody seems to have it apparently. 1 million people the other day, but
The whole
somehow
NFL.
the whole NFL. We're gonna
Entire
get into
sporting
that
world.
because I've had enough time to grieve that I'm ready to come in and just burn some shit over the way my fantasy seasons ended. It's happening. Robert, you can dial out now because you don't want to hear about fantasy. I get it, but like
real quick about fantasy.
what
Say
about it?
hello to your motherfucking champ.
Fuck you. I don't want to hear
The
anything about
champ
champ.
is here.
I was robbed. I
Craft
was
Brewed
robbed.
Sports champ
Robbed.
in the
Robbed.
building.
Wait,
Shout
you
out
want-
to Matt. Shout out to Matt Barr. He knows all about that one. Ask him
You-
about Connor.
You won the Craft Brew League?
I did. I won the Craft
Okay,
Brew
that-
League,
that
baby.
I'll respect
all
you
the
for.
ducats. Yes, as you should.
You beat all those terrible degenerates. It needed to happen. And I know nobody cares, Robert. I know nobody cares, but I care. And it's still something I'm going through. So I'm going to bring it into the picture and talk about it. But we'll get to that later.
Should we bring in our guest?
Well, I thought we'd do beer first. What happens?
No, let's bring in our guest first. I mean, we shouldn't get into the rest of the show and intro our beers and then be like, "Hey, guest, now let's intro you," and then reverse course and go back and see your beer.
Since when do you like Christians so much?
Oh,
That's interesting. You're like really looking out for him. Is
Christian
that not
didn't
who it
make
is?
Christian didn't make it into the new year. He got Thanos snapped away.
Damn. So who's the guest? Where are
He's
they?
on the
Where's the
COVID
guest?
list. He's on
The
the
guest
COVID
is on the COVID list.
No, Christian's on the COVID list. He wasn't. He wasn't as fortunate as you.
Is this a 10-day contract kind of situation? Like a trial run or we just got to plug a hole kind of deal?
I don't fucking know. Mike, you there?
I mean, speaking of
Phrasing,
plugging
Drew.
holes.
Phrasing. We got to
Speaking of plugging holes.
Do you know how hard it was to not jump in as soon as he said, "Do we just have to plug a hole?" Oh, yeah, it was so hard not to just jump right in. I was like, I gotta wait for the bit. Hey, fellas, so good to be back.
Hey, dude,
Oh my
I
God.
missed you,
What's
man.
up,
So
man?
good to be back.
Missed
I
you.
missed you guys. Thank you for holding it down, man. You guys killed it while I was gone.
Is that what that's called?
We did some shows. I don't know.
Oh,
about
sorry.
killing.
I meant you guys literally killed it. Like you killed the show. We have to.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, now that I believe.
All over.
Makes sense.
Yes.
I mean,
We're starting back from ground zero.
and the best part is that we started off our tenure with probably the best segment that we've ever done by ruining the intro, and it was all downhill from there.
That
Like,
was the greatest. That was the best thing.
that,
like
that
I
was
was
the
the messages.
preview of
Oh,
things
it
to
was so
come.
good.
those 47 seconds were pure gold.
I
and then
gotta tell you though, as
everything else was
like
shit.
all of the times that I've like kind of freaked out and froze up and got all like nervous, that wasn't one of them. I was like, I can't find this thing. Fuck this. It's just we'll get it. Screw it.
The best was to hear Drew talking shit about a sponsor, and then
No, fuck
and then
them.
it's like,
I'll talk
I
shit about
can't
them
find
again,
this
though.
fucking thing. I don't know where it is, and then Drew being like, "It's right when you." Oh, wait, that's not it. And then all of a sudden the video dropped. It was chef's kiss.
Now
Perfection, fellas.
technically, I did click one of the right buttons. I just clicked the first button, but we needed to be on like number 5 at that point. So like, partial credit, right? Like that's how I won my degree, because that's the way I look at it.
I'm just glad that you guys have a little bit more respect for what I do in the background of this show while trying to hold this shit show together. Because it's a lot. It's not easy. It's a lot. And every time you guys laugh at me for messing something up or, oh, I forgot to record before the show, it's because there's a shitload of stuff going on back here. And I'm
not to mention last week when I spilled beer on my computer and was just like, hey, Drew,
hold it down by yourself.
Hold it down for a minute.
This will go so well.
Like, I was just like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
But see, and again, that's where we were. Like, we were 3 episodes in, and just like those failures, the Colts were like, well, all right, this is where we are. There's no getting out. You just gotta go. You gotta plow right through and power through, man.
So I didn't get to watch last week live, but I was watching back, and the terror in Drew's face when he realized he had to carry the show on his own was amazing. And then when you get back and you're like, oh, were you just clicking around buttons? And he was like, well, I thought it was going to take up like 5 minutes, but it didn't. It only took
really
like
did.
60 seconds.
Again, it's that same shit in school where you're like, all right, 500-word essay, sweet. So I'll put like all of my names, all fucking 3 of them. That's all I got. The date, but in long form, the title, the class, everything. And you look at it and you're like, I've got 7 words. We are fucked. And it's like, well, we're going to go straight ahead, go forward. I did want to point out though, Mike, I'm glad
move when the spotlight is on, man. You're just like, it's
fun.
Been hours. It's been 30 seconds. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Robert Taylor saying, I'm glad Mike's back. He's earned the gloating he's about to do. I'm not going to gloat, man. That was one of the best games I've ever.
That's your shtick. I didn't get
to really watch the game. I was listening to it while I was driving back from Youngstown, and the ending of that game sounded entertaining as hell. And when I got to watch it later, I was like, what the hell? This is amazing. But it was also,
don't worry, Mike, I'm gonna gloat for you then, because I watched that full fucking thing. It was that whole like we got to go to work tomorrow, like for real. Like it was like, all right, we're gonna try to pretend like this is a normal Sunday, despite the past 2 being like brownout situations. So we'll talk about that. But I did also want to go way back to where you said something about having respect for you, and I appreciated that you caveated it with what you do behind the scenes for the show. Because there is no respect to be given to someone like you, because we'll touch on that Ed Sheeran comment coming up here. So I just want to throw that seed out now so we don't forget to bring it in later.
I didn't even
hell of
see
a teaser, Drew. Hell of a teaser.
I didn't see an Ed Sheeran comment. I'm very worried.
Stick around, folks.
Stick around.
I'm back to my role, if you will, as
wild card, bitches! Yeah!
all is right with the world.
It's all right with the world. We do have an awesome show for you guys tonight. We are going to talk Hard Knocks. We're hate watching Hard Knocks.
When does this shit end? When does this end?
I don't know. I looked forward today, and I was like, I can't tell.
I'm hoping the Colts don't make the playoffs because I want it to end at least next week. Like, just be done with this.
Well, so if they do, are they going to keep recording? Because I
don't know. That's what I'm assuming, but I don't know. I hope not. So I'm rooting against the Colts so that we can finally put this out of its misery. But we're in too deep, folks. At this point, we gotta keep going with this. We can't bail on this. We have to keep going. So we're gonna go hate watch some Hard Knocks. We got some NFL overreactions. And we're bringing back Motherfucker of the Week. So tons to get to tonight. Before we do all that, though, let's talk about these beers that we are drinking. Scott, what is in your mug tonight?
Dude, I was so excited about a couple of these beers in this shipment, and this is the first of the two that I was super excited about. Because as you know, it is always stout season, but it's doubly exciting when you get a beer called The Dude Abides.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes. I don't know. It was like 2 months ago, like at the end of pumpkin beer season. I'm like looking at these stouts, and I found one that said The Dude Abides, and I was like, I'm getting this. And at first, I didn't realize it actually had any tie to I thought just clever name or whatever, and they were just spoofing the name. Well, no, it actually has a picture of the dude on the can. I was like, I don't care if they put piss in that can, I'm drinking it. But it is a White Russian stout. Coffee beans added to the stout with a little bit of lactose. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. On the Mike Beaton back scale, 6.
All right, good deal. Drew, what do you got in your mug tonight?
Well, so I'm going to be doing a theme for the rest of the month of January here. Forgot to drop that one in pre-show. I was taking notes all over the place, and frankly, I don't know where they ended up. I'm playing the What Got Left in My Beer Fridge from the in-laws and family showing up over the holidays theme month. So
it's always a dangerous game to play, Drew. Dangerous game.
Bud Light Lime on deck.
Well, yeah, who knows? That could be in there. So the thing that I pulled out of my now, it's how do we do people that we aren't affiliated with or sponsored by, but we should totally talk about because they make a great product.
I don't just talk about them.
All right, cool. So I got this Brewmate. I guess you could call it a koozie on steroids. It's a Yeti-like thing that, again, your beers fit.
I have the one for the slim cans.
Oh my God, they're amazing. That's what Jenna got.
Are.
So so Jenna got that as one of her presents. I got this one that's made for tall boys, but has a iced pack in the bottom of it for normal 12-ounce cans. This shit is amazing. It is a great piece of technology, and for the drunkards out there, you just can pound beers and you completely lose track of what's going on because all you're doing is putting it in, taking it out. It's cold beer all around. You never have the whole, oh, wow, I've been milking this one because it's warm, whatever situation. Freezing. Yes, it's back. Can't speak more highly of it other than the fact that I was hurting a couple mornings, even though I took my morning recovery after I first got it. So when I played the close your eyes, grab the beer out of the fridge, shove it in the Brewmate, and then open it live on air in the show, I have a nightcap holiday porter from our local Brink Brewing Company here down in Cincinnati, Ohio. Yeah, love me some Brink. This one's solid. It's a 6% ABV, 3.75 caps and Untapped. I'm going to chalk that up to the low. Like, there's not a lot of people that have rated it. Like, more people that know what's up need to get in there. It's really good, man. So what I'm going to go with is it is going to be one of my favorite holiday foods because I'm rating things tonight on the holiday food scale. And I'm going to say this is that honey baked ham.
Whoa! We just finished our honey baked ham yesterday. I dusted that bad boy off.
Oof, I've got like 3 slices left, and I look at them every time I open the fridge. I'm like, oh, not yet.
That was me yesterday. I was like, I'm going in. This is it. It's over.
But see, and that's the thing, Scott. If the time is right, that's when you play that card, but not a minute before, because you don't want that joy to be out of your life that quickly.
True. All right, let's check in the comment section, see what everybody else is drinking.
Wait,
as well.
Mike, what are you drinking?
I'll get to that. Did you forget how I do this? I always do everybody else's, and then I introduce mine. Robert Taylor.
One can only forget something that one knows to begin with.
Drew, shut up.
Robert Taylor drinking the brewery's Two Turtle Doves, a 10.6% Belgian-style ale, orange peels and spices. Robert Taylor always bringing the heat. Tyson drinking a Natterdays. Now, I need to know, Tyson, is it the classic Natterdays or is it the pineapple Natterdays, which I still haven't tried yet? I need to know which Natterdays. Give me a clarification on that one. Matt Barr saying he's drinking water because it's dry January and I hate myself. What are you doing, man? Why would you do that?
I'm gonna jump in here. Idea. I'm doing the same thing, Matt Barr. Tiffy's, by the way. But I'm drinking tonight. There's dry January, and then there's like you got to do what you got to do for the show and for our group, man.
Yeah, I don't think I could handle a dry January. I don't know how people do it. Matt Stanton saying Zima, question mark, about Matt Barr. And a lot of people are now getting on Matt Barr's case about the dry January. Although Ryan McCarthy, good friend Ryan McCarthy, saying dry January is just a later sober October. Welcome back, Mike. Shout out, Ryan. Thank you. Tyson saying it's strawberry lemonade the way the good Lord intended it. Yes. All right, good. That's what I like to hear. This week, I am drinking, Scott, I love when this happens and we don't plan it, the Dude or Die.
This is some bullshit. How are you guys getting this and I'm being left out?
That is so good because I never told you when I saw it in the selection. I never mentioned it. And I was like, it would be so funny if one of the two of them ended up with this because it's just to us to have this beer. So the fact that we both got it and we both had it on the exact same show, just same brain, the best of the same brain.
It's back. We're right back where we were, man. Right
Hive
back
mind
here.
it up, baby.
This is such a good beer. Like this is a Wait, you got your own little thing, Drew. You're doing your own thing. Beer's left over in the fridge. And
look, if it wasn't the Big Lebowski, I wouldn't be as bitter, but
that's fair.
It's the dude, man. How the fuck? I don't go and browse. I just let him pick whatever for me. So maybe that's the problem.
That's fair. Biscuit saying he's at home instead of work because he caught the vid and he's on quarantine. And sorry to hear that, Biscuit. I hope you're doing all right, man.
I was about to be excited for him too. I was like, oh, dude, you don't have to work? That's great.
Yeah, exactly. Especially after putting in all those hours with Spider-Man and over the holidays, he deserved a break and not the break.
Dealing with all those stinky nerds.
But he's switching up from Coke Zero to Diet Mountain Dew. Matt Barr saying he kind of got back to pudgy ginger with the holidays and the move, so he's got to dish that. I understand that. Dude, I don't know what scale. We're all on different scales, so I'm just going to go on I'll do the holiday food scale as well. I'm going to go Christmas cookies on this one. Just straight up.
I have a better idea.
Christmas cookies.
Oh, God, those are so good.
Go on the scale of the last 3 weeks when you weren't here and Scott and I had to hold it down. Just pick a show and rank it on the show scale that we fucked up.
Intro to the first show that I missed. That's where this is at.
That's really really
it's so good. It's epic. It's something that I'll never forget, and it was amazing. It's so good. You guys, I legit got text messages from people who were like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing I've ever done on this show. Was that on purpose? Did they do that on purpose? I was like, first of all, no. But second of all, I don't know. I don't know.
Mike knew. Didn't even talk to us.
I was just going to say, I love that Mike didn't even try to play it off. Well, yeah, maybe. He's just like, no, hard firm. They're idiots. There's no way they did that on purpose. Damn it.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do first? Should we knock out this hate watching of Hard Knocks, or
I feel like that's become the thing. Like, get it over with, get it out of the way. It's Hard Knocks. Like, we got to do it.
All right,
the dude abides.
Motion knocks.
Go through the motion.
Yeah. The dude abides is sold out on Beer Drop, by the way. So don't even.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Check again later.
It's a pretty damn good beer too, Drew. I'm sorry,
it's really good. You're missing out, man. You are totally missing out.
I mean, that's all on me. I just.
Those coffee beans.
Oh, it's so good. There's so much coffee flavor. All right, let's hate watch some Hard Knocks here.
He really does.
All right, Scott, break down episode 7 of Hard Knocks. Ugh, let's
dude,
just do it.
I love that Drew had to start watching it. That's my favorite. That he got wrapped up in this web of BS.
Okay, let me give one note before Scott gets into the real deal.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Why the fuck am I still watching? Like, I had that thought because I got into it today and I was 25 or so minutes into it. And then I had to go do something and I paused it and I came back and I was like halfway through the back half of it. And I was like, I don't have to do this, do I? Like, Mike's going to be back. And he made the comment about it. Like,
I like how you're like, I don't have to do my job anymore because Mike's back. Screw it. Like, why would I bother doing this?
Hey, I mean, that's like any good American. What can I say?
I love the support that people have given me in the chat too. Like Kev saying, "Oh shit, Mike isn't dead." Thank you for your concern, Kev. In the 3 weeks prior to, you're just like, "Yeah, he must be dead. Whatever. Fuck it. We'll keep watching."
Well, because he knew you wouldn't let us idiots alone on the show like this if you weren't dead. Like, it would take that.
All right, let's go.
Go ahead, Scott. Let's hear it.
Hate watch Hard Knocks.
Episode 7 and go. Rapping happens a lot on this show, not usually to open. Didn't think I'd see an Asian dude hot on the mic right off the show. Like, hot on the mic. That dude had everything. I was like, this is what all of these athletes wish they could do. Look at them. They're all giddy and shit.
So
the horse air humping. What? No, go ahead.
Are we three all jumping in with our notes based on timestamps? Because
no, now that Mike's back, it's back to the whole. Whenever you hear something that piques your interest, or you have something that aligns, or you agree or disagree, whatever, man.
I do. I have chubby Asian rapping ... Interesting. But that's not that funny.
Way funnier than you think it is.
Well, I had something similar, and I was like, it seems a little racist. I'm gonna back off of this.
I had the same.
Not Drew. Let's go, baby.
Well, see, because I had the same thought, and then Scott, when you said Asian, I was like, he broke the seal. It's like, he's like, he broke it. All right, cool. I can come with that one because I wrote it. I was like, we'll see if I play that card. Probably not, but whatever. But why I wanted to jump in was because I actually had two notes before we even got to that point. The first one, I fucking hate Carson Wentz. It was just that was that, and then I guess I had to write it down because we talked about this in the chat. What happened to that water girl? Those are the two notes I took before we even got to what's his name.
Moving on.
All right, Scott, back to you.
The horse air humping is the most entertaining thing this show has given us yet. Just show it on repeat.
That was the best. The Colts mascot doing the Hingle McCringleberry dick pump at the Patriots, and then them watching it on film, being like, "Did I get a thrust? Yes, I got a thrust. Can a mascot get a flag? I don't know. Let's watch it again."
The coaches being so excited and being like, I don't know what the mascot's name was, but as they're running up, they're like, I was hoping he would give him a hump. Give him a bump. Oh, he gave him a bump. Like their excitement over this. And then HBO doing the tight shot of the horse just sitting there pumping. I cracked up. I was like, this is the greatest thing on this.
It was so my first thought was it took 7 episodes to get something that I legitimately am excited about seeing. That's amazing to me. We're 7 episodes in before I finally was like, this is the content I'm here for. Thank you. Can we just show can it be Hard Knocks mascot edition and it just follows
absolutely?
I would watch the shit out of that shit.
Like, just see who he's gonna air hump this week. Like, kid drops his tray in the lunch food line and just gets air humped. It would just be great. Just a random series of people.
Scott, how's that go again?
He put his hands on his hips and he did the thrust. It was so great. It was so good.
Also, before you move on, Kevin pointed out we missed this earlier.
Race card.
With the Asian. We did. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Good call.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for catching us.
All right. We're back. Cool. More COVID coverage. This is fun. More Philly flashbacks. Seriously, just don't show the Colts on this show anymore.
Oh my dude. See, it's got that. I had a similar note, except mine was Frank and Carson are more boring than watching Mayo dry.
I want to know when you've tried to watch Mayo dry.
All right. So, and again, this may be towing the line a little bit, but have you seen the cinematic masterpiece that is the film Undercover Brother?
Yes, of course.
So you're familiar with the phrasing "you white as mayonnaise."
Of course, yeah. And you white people, you love your mayonnaise.
Yeah. So I'm bringing together the white as mayonnaise and watching paint dry metaphors.
Okay, so
or whatever.
Were you, or did you just completely fuck up the metaphors?
No. I mean, like. I literally meant that because the other thing is like on your mayo jar sometimes like. As it gets older and there's just a little bit of stuff crusty around the rim, there's that crusty, nasty yellow shit.
I hate that.
That would be the output of basically watching Frank and Carson for a day. Is
the crusty rim,
crusty shit of the mayo, and it would be like, can you imagine sitting there and watching that shit dry till it gets to that point, and you're like, that's the fucking outcome.
It took a minute to get there, but when you finally got to the destination, you might be on to something. I want to see somebody with the sign in the crowd that says Frank and Carson. Frank and Carson are the crusty mayo rim.
Oh my god.
That would be priceless.
All you got to do to make that a home run is work in rim jobs somewhere, and we're golden.
Oh God. Good.
Moving on.
I can see how uncomfortable Mike was. I believe Tyson or someone calls it the renting.
No, this isn't the rending. This is just from laughing. This is legit. I'm enjoying myself, guys. There's not much you could do tonight to get me off. I'm just happy to be here.
Oh man, I got another 60 minutes to do it.
Yeah.
Here we go, Drew. We're matching up. I hate Carson Wentz.
Let's do it.
But holy fuck, I never noticed how pasty this fucker is from the neck down.
Oh my.
Quentin Nelson giving Buckner a run for his money is my favorite player on this team.
Also, it would not surprise me if Quentin did put a teammate into concussion protocol. Like I know they were joking about that,
They
but I was
should though.
do you see him? Like I could see him knocking someone out in practice by accident.
Yeah, no, he's intense. I like that dude. Let's see, where were we? Pryor with his Kevin Mawai background is fantastic.
That's good.
Oh my God, right? So is Kevin Mawai? Is that what you said? Because I was trying to figure that out. I was like, yeah.
Because Kevin Mawai is the assistant offensive line coach for the Colts currently, and he played for the Jets back in the day or whatever. And one of the linemen had the virtual background of just a really weird, sexy headshot of Kevin Mawai.
Right.
And it was great.
They're on the Zoom call where Quentin's sitting there sick as shit, but like, hey, I tested negative this morning. It's like, yeah, but dude.
Oh, I actually loved his genuine reaction to.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Somebody tested positive for COVID. Like he wasn't paying attention. Then it was like, wait, what? Positive for COVID? Holy fuck!
Yeah, that was. Yeah. I love that because he snapped out of it because they were like, the test came back positive, and he was like, for COVID? They were like, no, for AIDS.
No, you're pregnant, bitch. Like, what do you think?
Why are you surprised? You guys get tested like every other day, and you're like, for COVID? Oh shit! I'm like, God damn it, Quentin.
But in that moment, though, somebody says, "No, AIDS." Why? What's your genuine response? Like, what's your genuine response? Are you like,
like Quentin would be like, "Oh God, I thought it was COVID." Whew, okay. All right, he can still play then, right? We're good. All right, cool.
I would just be like, "Yo, anyone got Magic's number? Y'all know his people? You got his agent?"
Oh gosh.
Oh shit. All right, keep going, Scott.
But it also means. What else
does it mean, TY? What else does it mean?
Seriously.
Because that was literally my note, too.
That was it. Dude just kept saying, I was like, TY, you're like not very good at this whole rallying the troops thing. You just kept adding things on. Like,
so,
what?
But Scott, someone please help me understand this shit, because I had this note and I wasn't sure how to make it, but now I know the point. And it is somehow the Colts simultaneously have the most Pro Bowlers in the league, which I was shocked about when I saw it.
Yes.
And they have more losses in their season than those Pro Bowlers. Like, they've got the same number of, 9 and 7 or whatever the fuck it is, and they had 7 Pro Bowlers. I'm like, how do you have that many Pro Bowlers? 7 when, what is there, 22 plus long snapper kicker? Like, so out of 22 positions, you have 7, but you also have 7 losses. Like, what? How are you going to say you've got the best coach and the best? Like, how do all of these things go together, though? Like,
I couldn't figure out how that math worked either. I was like, how do they have the most Pro Bowlers in the league, but they're middling at around 500?
At best.
Yeah.
Oh
and it's seriously, if you take away
Carson
Taylor,
Wentz,
they're not a very good team. Like,
It's because of Carson Wentz. That's why. You can have all Pro Bowlers. When Carson Wentz is your quarterback, you're not going to be that great.
That's fair. Looks a little bit different than Andrew Luck.
God. I can't believe I'm going to say it.
I
wish
see
he
you
came
creeping,
back.
Jack Doyle. Nobody gives a fuck about your wife, Frank. I lied. No one is challenging Buckner. But also hilarious. The team gift was a scarf, and one of the team's highest paid players dropped who knows how much on just the defensive line. Cheap ass says.
So going into that too, I had the thought because they started doing like the gift exchange things. Like I don't know what you guys call them in my family. It's the Yankee gift exchange.
White elephant.
White elephant.
Oh,
yeah,
the white elephant.
but like
Yeah.
not just like a plain old white
Well,
elephant.
that was
but one where
later
you can
on in
steal
the
stuff, right?
That was later on in the show because the first part.
Well, you're
of the
not there
gift
yet?
exchange thing. No, yeah, the first time they showed gifts, it was like, oh, hey, this is just like them sharing gifts with each other. And then later on in the episode, they did the elephant gift thing because I got notes for that elephant gift.
Well, I'm gonna still say my note because at that point I was thinking, aren't we overdue for some soft ass family shit? Oh, wait, there's the Grinch. I mean, I'm sorry, Ursay's eldest daughter.
Damn.
Yeah. Yep.
You got her though. You got her.
I mean,
Robert Taylor said this has been way too much, Drew.
Oh, shit.
sorry. You know, what can I say, Rob?
All right. I'm getting back. All right, here we go. I'm glad the black coach called Murray the gingerbread man.
Dude, oh my God. I was dying. All I wrote in my note for that, the freaking gingerbread man.
My favorite on that was that the coach. How do you not know the?
He couldn't remember it. He couldn't remember it.
He's like, "What's that thing? Like, run!" And it's fast. What is it? And they're like, "The gingerbread man. Can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." He's like, "Right. Yeah, we're gonna call this guy the gingerbread man because he runs real fast. You can't catch him." And then he's like, "Run! What? How's it go again?" Like, you not know this, man.
Yo.
Your entire life and you don't know the gingerbread man.
Calm down. Back up off my boy. Because it took me a minute too. Because
name him right now. Give me his name.
Daryl.
I feel like that
Race card.
Survey says you made the top 10, but that was a little racist.
No. To be fair, now and let me explain myself just a little bit because I had no idea his name. So, Mike, when you go, what's his name? Say his name. What's his name right now? I get called back to that Office episode where Michael can't name the guy he drove home with the night before, Michael, and calls him Daryl, who is standing next to him and asks the question. He goes, "No, that's me, Michael. Are you for real?" So that's why I went with Daryl.
It was well done, but also a little race card. All right, Scott, moving on.
No,
Break that freaking cookie in half. Cut to Buckner eating cookies. I see you, HBO. Frank gonna cry in the car. We're good. The fuck you are, Frank. Sweater game on fucking point pregame. No, seriously, let me go back to that though, real quick.
Dude.
Like, seriously, him trying to downplay Quentin Nelson being out and him asking 3 times. And it's like, who's out? Q. Who's out? Q. Who? Q.
Who?
Quentin Nelson.
Quentin.
Like,
yeah.
like I think he just didn't want it to be. He was like, "There's got to be another guy on our team we call Q that isn't like our best player. Maybe if I keep asking who, he'll say somebody else that isn't the best offensive lineman in the league."
Do you think when Quentin Nelson tested positive that they called him and they were like, "Hey man, just letting you know you tested positive," and he was like, "For AIDS?" And they were like, "No, COVID." He's like, "Damn it. I was hoping it was AIDS."
I could have played this Sunday with AIDS, but it's gonna be a little hard to play with COVID. I mean, like, actually, it would have been funny if Frank was sitting there like, like if they caught him in a real like offensive moment. It's just like, "Hey, can we shut off the cameras?" But they don't shut off the mics. It's like, any way we can swap Q's tests with like Carson's or something? Like, is there any way that Q can play and we can like flip those results? Because I gotta say, we already lost Leonard. Like, this is gonna be like, we're fucked here, man. We're fucked. Like, he tried to play it up and he did the whole coach thing, but you could tell he was like, "God damn, man,
Wait.
we are fucked."
Had they even lost Leonard by that point? I thought he was one of the game day.
think he
positives.
was
Yeah, I was gonna say he might have been game day, but yeah, I mean, but though, just in general, though, it was just like nonstop bad news with like
Right.
who was going out. It was all of their star guys and starters, obviously. So it was just hilarious that they kept
Yet
losing offensive
somehow-
linemen, and you're just like, ooh, the one guy that you're just like, maybe we'll just play him with COVID. Like, we'll be like, it's false positive, false positive.
I think my favorite part about that is you say it was all their stars, yet not unvaccinated Carson Wentz. So that's all you need to know about that motherfucker
Yes,
right
of
there.
course. Let's see where we at. Sweater game on fucking point pregame. Seriously, those sweaters that they were wearing, I like those.
Oh, they
Those
were
good
hot.
Christmas
They're
ones.
pretty good looking.
Oh, hey, it's Cuck Kingsbury. Ursay in a cowboy hat. Take a drink. He's wasted. If you
Wait,
like
before
me,
you go on, Matt Stanton called Ursay the Grinch that stole the Percocets.
Ooh.
absolutely.
Dude, I my favorite part about seeing Ursay on this episode was it was so clear and obvious to me that even Ursay's grandkids feel him slimy and
Oh, they want
grimy.
nothing to do
Like,
with that, man.
They think he is creepy as fuck, and
Oh,
they're
yeah,
the ones that could fleece him for thousands a week because like they're his grandkids and he's rich as fuck. So I would take him for all he's worth personally if I was related to him, but they can't even stand him and they have that opportunity. That tells you a lot about a man.
If you like me, keep your hands inside. Phrasing.
Yeah. that was my favorite. I wonder how often coaches are on the sidelines like, I am going to get fired if you keep holding. If you want me to be your coach, keep your hands inside. If you don't like me, then keep holding. That was like a legit laugh out loud moment in this episode.
It was again one of the side players being more entertaining than the rest of the cast. It was just the idea that he's like, guys, if you keep playing like shit, they're not gonna let me fly back. Like I'm gonna be fucking stuck here in Arizona in the fucking desert on Christmas. Like, you guys want that from me? Like, seriously, come on.
I mean, yeah, I'd rather be stuck there than fucking Indianapolis. Are you kidding
True.
me? Like, let's be honest here.
It was also the first time that I was like, yeah, there you go, Frank, showing some life, showing some energy when he was like,
It wasn't
quit
Frank.
fucking holding. No, Frank
No, that
did.
was-
Like right after like the first cut, like after the first thing that happened in the game, what big play that they had, it was like, hey, and it gets called back for holding.
I feel like it's a terrible thing to be that upset about that offensive line too, though, because like one guy had never even played in the NFL before. Like they were
Dude, they had five guys dressed.
Yeah, they basically pulled a Mighty Ducks 2 and they went out to like the streets to grab people and we're like, hey, everybody's got COVID, so come play on the line. You're a big dude, you can handle this. And the coach is like, if you
could
like
you
me,
imagine that, dude?
No.
Imagine that though. If Frank was that ruthless to where he was like they lose this game and it came on a crucial holding penalty and they racked up like 6 or 7 and they go to get on the plane and he's just like, nah, I gotta stop you right there, player. I know there were injuries and we're playing guys off the street, guys that have never taken it down, but we got way too many holding penalties. We'll see you back in Indy. You gotta find your fucking way home, man. Like he's like, shit, I was
way
just joking
home.
about
No,
that.
there'd be no way home. He's like, I'll mail your shit. Just stay here by the bus station. It'll show up here. I did want
hashtag just lane things.
Yeah, he deserved it
Left
though.
on the tarmac.
Did we talk about how he cried? Because that was fun, at least for me. Lane Kiffin cried when what's his name, the Ole Miss quarterback, got rolled up on it. I thought he blew his knee.
Oh, no, I didn't see that either.
Well,
How dare you
anyways,
cry? How dare you laugh at Lane's pain? That's not okay.
Yeah. Why would you do that to Lane?
He's the official head coach of this show. Like,
you got to get the
head.
hell. We're not gonna. No, we're not getting into this right now.
Mookie.
No, we're gonna,
Don't.
okay,
hey,
fine. You want to go about this?
It's Lane, baby. You be nice to Lane.
The fuck I will. He was a Trojan at one point in his life.
I got 2 more
don't give
notes.
Shits about him.
Okay, 2 more notes. Here we go. Let's watch Hard Knocks.
I said he was gonna make a play. Shut the fuck up, Frank. Was my dude in the bathtub on his Zoom?
Wait. Okay, so you jumped there because what I wanted to ask you earlier before Mike said, let's respect Lane for some stupid fucking reason.
Because it's Lane, dog.
Shut up. Hold on. There we go. So Scott, if holding is the way to get your offensive line coach fired, how do we get rid of Frank and Carson so we can promote Bubba?
Oh God, I don't know, but I am all about Bubba being like more
right?
Bubba, more
Is that
Bubba
like-
all the time. He's hands down the best coach on this show, easily.
Is that like a triple sideline infraction ejection thing that gets Frank fired and they got nobody left but Bubba? Like, how do we make this happen?
Sex scandal. Like we gotta go hard and fast with the sex scandal. Maybe even a sex scandal with the 2 of them. Like Frank and Carson get caught in a closet like by Hard Knocks producers, and they're like, this week's episode, bomb show episode, and then like that happens, and then they're like, well, we got to just promote Bubba, like there's nobody else. What are we gonna do? Promote Daryl? It's not gonna be Daryl. He doesn't even know the gingerbread man thing, so we can't promote Daryl.
If I may pass. Just gonna pass.
I love when I get you to pass on your own question.
You're trying to get me back into my Facebook rant territory where I was ready to say some real bad things.
Oh, good times.
All right,
good
so
times.
we maybe have one, potentially more episodes left of this.
Oh wait, was that the end of the notes? I had a couple.
Yeah,
more.
that was it. Because
Go ahead, if
the
you
last
got a
thing I
couple
had
more.
was sitting in the bathtub on Zoom.
Rattle them
yeah.
off, Drew.
I just as they were going through that Cardinals game and making the Colts look like world beaters when they're basically a mediocre at best squad, I can't help but think about, can you imagine the episode that they would have produced shooting that Michigan-Georgia football game for those clowns back in Ann Arbor? Like, they would produce that thing with the footage the way that made it was like, man, we were just like 2 calls away, when anyone that watched that semifinal saw those boys get their doors beat in over and over and over and be like, oh, shit, just 2 plays, man, just 2 plays away. And the last one, and well, it's 1.5. Carson wears a girdle. How great was that to see that his fat ass has to wear a girdle?
Carson wearing Spanx in the locker room getting his game ball. That was, that's a good note to end on, Drew. That's well done.
Which really dovetails into what I want to talk about earlier about how much that Ed Sheeran should stop blaming South Park for the ginger hate and start blaming Carson Wentz, because he is the reason that gingers get the shade, hate, and shame that they do. It's not South Park. It's not Cartman. It's Carson Wentz. So Eddie Sheeran, point your anger in the way it belongs. Come on, bro.
That's fair. That's fair. Although that South Park episode that changed everything. It changed everything in school, and that was a rough time, man.
Maybe don't be a ginger. Like, if you had a soul, you wouldn't be in the situation, Mike.
Yep, that's where that joke even came from. Nobody said that before South Park. Nobody mentioned, you don't even have a soul. Until
all I'm saying
Trey
is
Parker and Matt Stone
Cartman gave us words to the feelings we all had all along.
Sons of bitches. All right, guys, we got hopefully one episode of Hard Knocks left. I really hope they end it next week. I'm praying, but I don't know.
So wait, can we do a quick standings check, because I thought going into watching this episode,
I think they're 8-7, but there's definitely a way they not make the playoffs. I know.
Well, so that math doesn't add up, Scott. It should be to 16. It should. They
played
16
because there's
games
17 games. Oh wait,
in an 18-week season. Yeah.
Oh, so then maybe they're 9-7 then maybe.
Yeah. So like, where does that put them in the division?
I'm on
They're
it. They
right
are
there.
9-7 right now.
All right, so they can't win the division. What about the wild card? Where's that button? Come on, NFLstandings.com.
That's where I was gonna say. That's like their only path in is the wild card.
They need help, right?
I don't understand how this thing
I think
works.
If they win, they're in.
What's the scenario coming up where like 2 teams can just kneel? If the Jaguars win, who are the 2 teams that can just kneel for the entire game?
The Sunday night football game.
Yes.
Yeah, I forget who that's between for the kneel gate thing. Where it's just like
Kneel
they can both just sit there and kneel and then get in the playoffs either way. I kind of hope that happens.
Okay.
Colts are currently out. They do need help. They're
they do.
They're the first. They're the first team out right now.
How does that make sense? I'm on NFL.com looking at the 2021 playoff picture,
and they are in the hunt, according to this. So that would mean
they've got. Oh, I see. No, they've got 5 people already clinched. They're in hunt for the 7th. What are there?
Did they not have any of the wild card teams listed?
No, that's what it is.
Okay,
so that's what it is.
Confusing.
If and it's the Chargers and the Raiders are the 2 teams who could who can make it by kneeling. And that's if the Jags beat the Colts. That's so the Colts need to win, I think, to have a chance. I don't know.
So if the Colts win,
this whole bullshit this year is
seriously,
I
this
don't
17
so the
games
Cincinnati's in, baby. Cincinnati's in. That's all I care about.
Hold on, slow down.
Baby, AFC North. That's all I know.
Mike, let's bring ourselves together. Let's center, because if we're going to really make fun of Robert, we have to do it right. So we have to get our heads back on our shoulders, and then we'll go in on him. But before that, the Colts, if they beat the Jags, they're in.
Yeah.
The Chargers-Raiders play, so the winner of that game is also in, and the Steelers still suck. So that's how this shit breaks down in the AFC.
Even though the Steelers don't suck as bad as the Browns.
Literally,
holy shit, man! Did you guys watch that game?
Absolutely not.
I did not, but I saw
they
highlights.
were just gonna be putting a rapist on a pedestal. Like, why would I waste my time?
Oh, kind of like the Lakers. Wow. Got it. Okay, cool. Just check it. Anyways, yeah, that was I'm
a Motown boy. You know that.
What the hell does that have to do with anything?
Well, why? I thought you were trying to talk shit at me about the Lakers.
No, I was talking shit about the Lakers.
Generally speaking.
Yeah, just generally, yeah.
He's no Michael. We can all agree on that, right?
Robert Taylor saying the Jags beat the Bills. They could do it. Okay, Biscuit. Thank you, Biscuit. Does the ginger stuff count as a race card? And it should. Yes, it's a
race card.
It's been played, Drew.
No, that's bullshit.
No, it's been played. It's been
get
played.
yourself some Just for Men's and deal with it like a man.
Just for Men's. Is that like get your mans?
Is that not what it is?
Get Just for Men's for just your mans.
Come get your mans just for men.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's a hell of a slogan. I think fuck this show. We're gonna get royalty checks off of this. We just got their next slogan.
Can we make that the show title without getting sued?
Yes, because Just for Men's isn't a thing.
But in the context of the sentence, I think it was right? Get your Just for Men. That doesn't sound right. That sounds like he's trying to go holler at a bathhouse. Like, that wasn't what I was saying. Like, I ain't putting that on him.
Drew, Robert Taylor wants you to talk shit just because it'll make it that much sweeter if the Chiefs knock the Bengals out of the playoffs. And that's why I refuse to talk shit, because I have been down this road way too much. I fully expected the Bengals to lose to the Chiefs, to lose to the Browns, and not make the playoffs. Like, I had no expectations of them doing anything except letting down the entire fan base. So now that they're in and they've clinched a spot, I fully expect a first-round playoff exit, because you can't win a playoff game in Cincinnati. It can't happen. You cannot win. If you are a team, you can't get out of the first round in Cincinnati. That's just the rule.
That's why you got to play on the road, bro.
How great is it going to be? All the shit talking we've been doing about the Colts and everything. They're going to be the ones they're going to extend it for an extra week. They'll be like, we've got extra in-season Colts as they go to Cincinnati and pull off the victory. So we've got another week of this shit. So
and it would still be so boring. It would still be terrible TV.
Have to hate watch as the Colts coming to Cincinnati.
God, I don't even.
That's the only good thing. That's the only good thing is it. I think the Bengals are pretty much like locked into playing the Bills. It's either going to be they play the Bills in Cincinnati, or the Bills and the Bengals flip seeds and the Bills play in Buffalo. So regardless, we won't have to watch the Colts knock them out. But I really don't want the Colts. I want the Jags to win so badly, just so that this Hard Knocks ends. That's all I'm hoping for at this point.
Wow, that's a stretch there. You're rooting for Trevor Sunshine Lawrence. I don't know how I feel about that, man. Now I do want to be clear here, because Caitlin said no, Drew, and I'm not sure what she was objecting to, but I don't want to cross lines of
You've done a
respected
lot
listeners.
of objectable things in the last 10
now
minutes, so
for that, I do want to clap back at Robert, though, because the thing that cracks me up the most about that game and why I want to talk shit is I'm only a Bengals fan by association. My wife loves the Bengals. She's a Cincinnati native. We watch every Sunday because we watch Notre Dame every Saturday. Like, it's a fair trade-off, and I don't mind it, because usually you get entertaining stuff like what happened Sunday. And I just think it is so hilarious that the Chiefs lost in what, to me, as an unbiased outsider, was a Lions way to lose a football game. Like, you were sticking with them the whole way down, poised to go to overtime, and then somehow let them get the ball down to the half-yard line, run like 94 plays, run all the clock down, and get flagged multiple times on defense, and even spoil it when you had the chance at having the offense get called for a holding that would have ended all of this. And yet somehow y'all still came up short, despite having a defense that had been playing on fire for the last 5 or 6 weeks or so, and still having Patty Mahomes doing some Patty Mahomes things. Like, the offense wasn't as bad as the Chiefs offense had been in that like middle area of the season. This was a legit, I don't want to say playoff team, because these were more than playoff teams. This was Super Bowl contender against contender. And it was great to watch from my perspective. But the way that that last drive went down was the craziest thing I've ever fucking seen. Like, I was sitting there watching the whole thing, and thankfully, again, my wife fell asleep like before the fourth quarter, because it's like, oh, this is some shit. Like, this is going to be a heart attack situation. And then the way that whole final drive went down, I was like, I'm not even sure what I just saw. But the Chiefs pull the Lions, and that's fucking hilarious. Robert's going to be super pissed. Let me see if I can figure out Facebook.
Jenna gets the raw end of that deal.
No, she had a great nap. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, oh, hey, babe.
I'm just saying she gets the raw end of that deal.
Matt's
I don't know. She
pointing out
woke up to a
Cincinnati
Bengals win, so I don't know. That can't be that bad. Can I get a Bengals whoop whoop? There we go.
I'm kind of upset at how clearly that came through.
I was a little surprised myself.
We have
Yeah.
like issues every week on this show, and that came in crystal clear. GD it.
That was the best off-camera add-on from the show ever. That's pointing out Cincinnati has made the playoffs 14 times. They won one playoff game once. They went to the Super Bowl twice, and then they've been one and done 11 times. Fully expect this team to lose.
The odds are against them.
Like, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen in a spectacularly horrible fashion for the team. Just look at the last time they were in the playoffs when they were playing Pittsburgh, and Vontaze Burfict and Pac-Man Jones gave up 30 yards that allowed rapist Ben Roethlisberger to trot his fat ass back onto the field and lead the Steelers to a goddamn field goal to win the game. They're going to lose. They're going to lose to the Bills. It's going to happen, but I'm just happy they're there. The turnaround that this team has done. Listen, I had the joy of asking Coach Zach Taylor. I don't know if you guys know this. We're good friends. His daughter,
Wait,
my son,
your
played
kid
on,
beat up his kid, right?
No, that's Andy Dalton.
Right, my
fuck
bad.
that ginger. No, Zach
Yeah,
Taylor, Zach
in the
Taylor-
butthole.
Zach Taylor's daughter and my son played on a soccer team together, so I had
right.
the chance to ask Zach Taylor how he felt about making the playoffs after, he's been on the hot seat a little bit. So it was like, Zach, how do you feel? Like, tell me how it feels to make the playoffs with the Bengals in this year, with Joe Burrow's second year coming off his injury. This is what Zach had to say. Come on, but it's not delayed.
Dude! Wait. Hold on. I got you. You ready? Mike, I got you. Good.
No, you
Real
don't.
good.
Oh,
I'm so disappointed.
Feels
that
good.
didn't play.
Real good.
I sat there and laughed for a good minute when I figured out where you're going with everything, and the delay. Oh God, what a letdown!
So
What a fucking
mad.
letdown!
I'm so mad that didn't play. That was the
You
most
just Mookie
disappointing.
and Scott open of the show.
And I was
That's-
ready. Here's the thing. I was even
No, we were
playing the
funnier,
clip.
Scott. We did
I
better.
was even going to play the
True.
clip where he's like, I can't describe it.
You can give us the long
the
version.
beginning part. Yeah, the beginning part where he's like, I can't describe it. Good, real good. Like when he has that realization of like, I have to be a coach.
Wait,
It feels good.
so-
Feels real good.
So, Mike, I just have to ask, ever since you first heard that drop, has that become your finishing move?
Yeah, it really has.
I can't describe it. Feels good. Real good. And then you're out. Sleep.
Yep. Roll over, go to sleep. It was, thank you for that. That was good. Real good. And then I go to sleep and it's awesome.
You don't put your pants back on?
No, why would you do that? That's weird.
Why are you wearing pants in bed? I don't know. That's weirder. Welcome back, bud.
Moving on.
All right, let's give a shout out.
Let the thing go so I can go pee. All right.
Let's give a shout out real quick to our friends over at Beer Drop. If you want to fill up your beer fridge, head on over to craftbrewsports.com/beer drop. Tons of great beers starting at under $4 a serving. Fill out the flavor profile of the curated box of craft beer and deliver it directly to your door. It is awesome. It's amazing. It's where you can get cool beers like the Dude Abides.
Hey, Mike, you know what they don't have anymore, though?
The Dude Abides.
Yeah, but it's in our mugs.
Yeah, it is. Even if you don't want to sign up for one of the monthly plans, you can still go in there and shop for beers and get them sent directly to you at $5 flat shipping. craftbrewsports.com/beer drop. Go hit them up. craftbrewsports.com/beer drop.
Sell out.
Well, what'd you guys think of these transitions that I added before I left?
I
those
forgot.
were, Scott?
I think there was a moment when we had them pop up there for the first time, and I was like, holy shit, Mike added little things. I gotta ask him about this. I never asked you about it, but I like them. Which one? Because there was one that's really damn funny. Like,
It's the rap air horn one was my favorite. It's when you have a good point on the show. I wanted to come up with something that just really emphasized the really good point, so I decided to add this.
there it is. That was it. Because the first time we threw that on, I lost it. That's good shit.
I figure, like, let's just, I mean, we're doing more video content than audio anyway, so F it. Let's just throw them in here as video clips, and we'll add something fun for the people that watch on YouTube so that they can get little glimpses of, like,
Who is that, though?
I have no idea.
It
who
does
that
not
is,
matter.
but I
That's what's
love
good
it.
about it.
I love it. I love it so much. All right, let's do some NFL overreactions because, well, we just started a little bit. But I'll start off. Bengals are going to the Super Bowl, baby. Zach Taylor, Coach of the Year. Joe Burrow, Comeback Player of the Year. Jamar Chase, Rookie of the Year. Period. Mark it down. That's what's happening. Bengals are the team to beat in the AFC after this week. Scott, Mookie just left. What's your overreaction?
It's funny that we started on that same game because I was thinking we're right back where we began the season. Chiefs are fucking done, man. Put a fork in them. This season's over. These frauds, the reign is done. That was a short-lived window. Just end the title run is now their window's closed, man. Chiefs fucking over. Couldn't close that one out on the road. They're done.
Mookie, what do you got?
Pass. Sorry, so I don't know if you noticed, but my video started to freeze. So I've taken my new approach here in 2022, and I'm just reloading the page and saying, great, I understand StreamYard. You can't handle my awesome. So every once in a while, I'll let you just start from scratch. So I have no idea what was said other than apparently Joe Burrow is going to be the comeback player of the year. Like, didn't he play last year?
Yeah, and he also had a season-ending knee injury. Wrecked his rookie year, and then he came back ahead of schedule and has been balling out. So yes, comeback player of the year. The only other one, I think the odds-on favorite to win it is Dak Prescott, but I think that's only because people have that image of his ankle facing the wrong way seared into their brains, and they don't realize that Joe Burrow came back like. Dak's
they also like to watch the Cowboys meet whenever they can. So
well, that's true. Yeah.
But can we also
stats wise, Burrow's doing better than Dak this year, and he came back in 5 weeks less time. Dakota, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Sorry.
First of all, I feel very disrespected because you're going after Dakota, and that's my quarterback, man. That's my quarterback right there.
The quarterback that didn't take you to a league championship like your boy.
Scott, we're doing this shit now because you opened this can, and I'm gonna keep pressing buttons, Mike, because I'm I'm not as pissed as I was at Zuckerberg the other night, but I'm fucking pissed because, yes, he would have taken me to a title if it weren't for the fact that the NFL just decides that, like, how are things going this week? How do we pull some strings and, make this days of our lives on the gridiron a little bit more compelling for fans? I know we'll randomly test this team and put all their players out on COVID, as opposed to, like, I don't know, actually be fair about things and let guys who are vaccinated and tested positive on Monday but had no symptoms actually play in a game like Sunday, instead of having a wide receiver whose agent is just such a bulldog and asshole that we don't want to deal with him. So we'll clear him on Saturday. That's fine. Let him on the field and play. I lost so many motherfucking points because there's stupid fucking COVID protocol bullshit after being the number 1 seed in the league for the whole fucking year that I don't want to hear shit about fantasy anymore. And Scott, normally I wouldn't be this petty. Okay, maybe, but I'm extremely pissed because this happened in 2 fucking leagues. 2 leagues! And I thought, okay, it's Monday. I've lost my 2 best players on my 2 separate 1-seeded teams. It's fine. One of them will work out because there's not an overlap. One of them will be okay. This will be fine. Don't worry about it. And I'm sitting there Sunday just pounding straight heavy bourbon because I'm like, all the motherfuckers they didn't pass protocol. I don't know how you don't pass protocol. And then the next fucking day they say, you know what, Carson, you ain't got to take no stabs. No, it's fine. Just come back 3 days from now. We'll figure it all out. No big deal. Literally like 8 hours after my entire life ended, these motherfuckers change all the rules. 3 of my 4 dudes would have been back. But no, we're not going to play that card in that week. We're going to wait till the following week. We're like, oh, this Omicron thing is a little different. Let's just shuffle it up. Let's just shuffle the deck.
So at the start of the show, you said you didn't get COVID, but it sounds like you did get COVID.
Oh, I got all the COVID, Scott. I got all the COVID. I got every single bit of the COVIDs. And the thing that really grinds my gears,
your man's got COVIDs.
I lost to my sister-in-law in both of these fucking leagues.
Come get your man's. He's got the COVIDs.
And look, and again, I'm not trying to throw that much shade at Jess. She's a solid owner. She puts in the work. She's actually active. But at the same time, you can't make this shit up. And I expected, again, in the family league that her and I are in, where her team was garbage, she caught me on that COVID week and got to win a trophy. What makes it worse is I didn't realize that shit till Monday night, because in all the leagues, what is it? So week 18 is the final week of the NFL season. So week 17 is usually when you have your finals. No. In the family league, our finals was 1 week earlier. So I went to bed Sunday thinking, well, fuck, you know what, though? I still would have had to win one more game to get that trophy. Shit happens. And I wake up to find out from her stupid husband, shout out Chase, the Michigan fan, you got what you deserved. Texts out and goes, congratulations, great league, great season, whatever, because the Monday night game didn't matter. And I was like, wait, you mean that was for the trophy? All those updates you were giving me all weekend when we were doing family stuff for the holidays, and you were just kind of, poking fun and saying, hey, so-and-so caught a touchdown pass. That was because it was for the fucking title?
I think Tennessee Titans wide receiver A.J. Brown said it best this week on Instagram when he said, I don't care about your fantasy, bro. Shut up. Fuck your fantasy team.
Yep.
Also, A.J. Brown specifically, he also not only did he butt fuck some fantasy teams, I'm sure, 2 weeks ago, that Thursday night game before Christmas Eve, he surely butt fucked the Niners that night. It was as if they didn't know who one of the best wide receivers in the league was, and they were like, and then the Titans were like, "Holy shit, we have one of the best wide receivers. We should throw him the ball." And then, he butt fucked me.
Can we talk about me again?
Fuck about my real life team.
Can we talk
No,
about me
I got to sip chug drain pour.
No, because I got one more thing.
So we can go with you. But we got a sip chug drain pour. Mookie's rant about his fantasy team. Mookie's rant about his internet, And Mike, I need help. I need one more rant. I feel like there's been another rant, but I can't think.
The Hulu has live sports.
Okay, there it is. Yes. So
wait,
Hulu
did you mean
rant,
the Facebook rant or the internet? What internet rant? You mean the Spectrum
internet?
one?
Yes, the Spectrum rant. The Spectrum rant. Spectrum.
Oh, you're talking about ones that only occurred on air. Got it.
Yes. Spectrum.
Because like
Spectrum.
I don't know, Scott. I was in a space the other night.
Yes. Spectrum, Hulu, and this one.
I am drain pouring the fantasy football rant. Like, I get it. It's painful to lose to your sister-in-law, but there is nothing more boring than when people talk about their fantasy teams and you're just like, I don't care. I lost. I don't give a shit that you lost your league. Welcome to the club. We fucking lost. Oh, you won. Great, Scott. Nobody gives a shit. So I'm drain pouring. I said it. I said it. I am rude.
You come back from a 3-week hiatus rude as fuck.
Right? Well, he's been stuck dealing with them chillins instead of us.
Like, New Year's resolutions was to be an asshole.
My New Year's resolution was to be honest. Fuck your fantasy team. Nobody cares.
Mike woke up today and chose honesty.
I am sipping the Hulu rant because that was the OG. That's what introduced us to the Drunken Drew rants. And then
the problem is I don't have to be drunk.
I'm chugging the Spectrum rant because, good Lord, he was so mad at Spectrum. But it just isn't. It didn't have that same cachet. Drew, go ahead, sip, chug, drain, pour on your rants. Robert Taylor says drain, pour all of it.
I mean, that's the right answer. Let's be honest here. That is definitely the right answer. No, I'm gonna. I am going to drain pour the Spectrum one because I forgot all about it. I've been with Cincinnati Bell since May, and I've been the happiest I've ever been in my life. They take such good care of me. They give me everything I need. The support is amazing. I can access my bill, my address, my preferences so easily.
Give you a Bengals whoop whoop.
No, it can't. But it gives me something better. The access to the internet and the broader world where I could find that if I wanted to for the same price as those motherfuckers with 1/10 of the bandwidth. So Cincinnati Bell and I, we're doing good. So I'm not even going to talk about that other company. So that's why I'm going to drain pour them. I'm going to chug Hulu Live Sports because the other day, and it actually was like 2 weeks ago, Mike, when YouTube and NBC were beefing. And
it was YouTube.
Oh, no. It was ESPN. Yeah, it was YouTube and ESPN. They were beefing about it, and they were going to take all their channels off the air. And I was like, what am I going to do?
Off the air.
I was going to say it was ABC
for a while.
in general. Yeah, they took them off. It was less than 24 hours. I got the email. It didn't last long at all.
Right. But it was painful, and I was trying to find alternatives, and I was like, well, PlayStation View doesn't exist anymore. Sling, I don't know. They're still not that great. Hulu, nope, never again. So I stand by that statement that I will never, ever again give Hulu any money because the only reason I have it now is they're part of that Disney ESPN Plus package. And I will sip the fantasy take because it still is so real, so personal, and it's never going away. I'm not sure about you guys, but if you actually sat down and thought about like how many seasons of fantasy sports have you played and how many trophies have you won? Because I've literally won 2 fantasy football titles in 20 years of playing multiple leagues. So call it 40 to 60 like opportunities to win, and I've run twice. My motherfucking sister has now won.
Pause in that. That was a
my
very
motherfucking
my
sister.
motherfucking sister. That was very strange.
My sister and sister-in-law both have 5 titles between them. I also want to drain for
Drew's answer to this question because goddamn, we get to the point.
Bro, that's your job. You're over there with the fancy bee-boo bop shit. Like, play a thing. Give me a moving on. Give me a Joe. Like, and your point is,
Scott, sip, chug, drain, pour.
What was the question?
What was the question?
Good God. I'm gonna drain pour Hulu I'm sipping the fantasy because I can go on a good fantasy rant. So, and I get it. I won the championship in craft brewed sports, but finished dead last in the ACT league for the second year in a row. So
you gotta take it again.
I got to do something. I don't even know. It's just an embarrassment. They've never had a dud loser.
Yeah, I've heard with Rate as the commissioner, you don't have to worry about any punishment coming your way. Is what
I
the
do
rumor
love
is. That Rate's just like whatever. No, it's whatever. It's fine.
You know what my favorite thing about Rate is? Lou the dog died.
Wow. Just chill out.
This man.
Sorry, was that too far to get him out of retirement? Like, we haven't heard from him in a minute.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm going to go back. I'm going to change my answer because I'm going to chug fantasy rant, drain poor Hulu, and I am sipping on the fine wine that is that Spectrum rant, because the Spectrum rant was great from multiple levels because he was breaking up and having a shitty connection while ranting. Like, there was multiple components to that Spectrum rant, which is why it's so great. So I'm going with the Spectrum rant as the one that I'll marry up and wife that bitch.
That's a very good point. Robert Taylor has one for us, and I feel like we've done this before. But Robert Taylor says, Robert Taylor says, drain pour. Mike Scott Drew. So I am.
Well, I'll just volunteer. I'm in the gutter where I belong, and I'm happy there, so it's fine. So the question is really sip or chug, Mike or Scott?
I gotta be honest. You guys showed that you can drain pour me, and this show will be just fine. Especially opening up. It's well done. It's perfect.
I would love to see what the numbers looked like during that window and use that as evidence to the contrary.
I love too that everything that could go wrong during that time did. Scott's computer updates. Scott's finger on his computer.
Yeah.
Drew has to run the show by himself. It was it was just the
and then was
if
it
you had your show fuck ups bingo card out, you'd hit bingo every week, half hour into the show. Every fucking week.
We are a more reliable viewing bingo situation than fucking Hallmark videos. You know what I mean? And then Scott, the other thing, forgot it. Because your thing, I remembered it now. Because your computer restarted the second week, right? That was the second week. So then when we were chatting prior to the third week, the way things are going down, I was thinking that the show was about to be at 9:00 for the first time. And then like an hour before the show, I was like, wait a minute. It's like, we doing this at 8 or at 9? And y'all were like, what the fuck? Are you serious? It could have gone a lot worse just based on the behind the scenes situations that could have unfolded.
It was, it could have gotten ugly. Caitlin saying, I'm just happy Mike is back. Thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate that. And since I'm back, that means let's talk a little baseball.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Scott, I need an update.
Tyson saying, don't forget about my nudes.
Oh, God, that's right.
That was a funny, that was great, because when my computer finally started uploading, I just come back in and we're talking about Tyson and nudes.
Hey, Tyson. I know we had talked about it that evening that like you weren't really like looking for the third date given, situations and scenarios. So did you get that like late night coffee booty call though? Maybe just a little something, Let us know in the chat. I'm very curious.
Let us know in the chat.
So, Scott, I mentioned this to you before the show. My wife finally decided that for our vacation this year, she wants to go during spring break, during Jude's spring break, which is the week of St. Patrick's Day. And she was like, I've always wanted to go to the desert. Let's go to Arizona. Booked the trip, plane tickets paid for, Airbnb booked, car rental done. We are set to go to Arizona the week of St. Patrick's Day. And I am just sitting here losing my mind because I keep refreshing news on the CBA talks and there's nothing. It's like they haven't done anything. There's been no movement whatsoever. Am I going to miss? This is my first chance to get to see spring training in Arizona. Am I going to miss it? Like, is it going to happen or is this completely done, Scott?
Dude, I don't know. I'm worried. I don't think that the season's going to get delayed, but I do think that we're going to miss some spring training games, even if it's only like a week or two, because this is just moving at a snail's pace.
If it's a week or two, I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they're gonna get some spring training in. Like, here's what I think. I think that by the beginning of March, everything will be like either wrapped up or progressing rapidly towards being wrapped up. So we'll get just like a full month instead of, like a month and a half or whatever it is. Like, so we don't get the blessing of baseball showing back up on Valentine's Day.
Clarifying question. Do either of you know when they have to have some kind of agreement or like a tentative agreement for spring training to happen? Like, what is that drop dead date?
I mean, for spring
April
training,
15 or 12 is when
No,
spring
no,
training
I
usually
said-
starts.
no, spring training
those are
starts.
taxes.
I was gonna say spring training.
Those are taxes.
I was like, it's in spring at some point, like April, March. Those sound good.
Drew just said spring training starts in April, right? Which is like 2 weeks into the regular season. Drew misses 2 weeks of the season when he thinks it's going to be practice, and then he's like, "Oh shit, this already counted for 2 weeks." Oh well, whatever.
And also, oh shit, I got to get my taxes in.
Right? Like, ain't no pandemic extension this year. Fuck, man. Come on, Uncle Joe. What you doing, man? Damn. No, but seriously though, like when do you think we would have to have some sort of agreement or understanding, whatever they call it,
For spring training?
What's the last date that can happen?
I think
Yeah.
spring training can like start tomorrow. Like it's just a matter of like flipping the lights on and doing all
but
that
not-
stuff.
but
like,
they don't. No, but they don't start it
spring
this
training.
early.
Like they always do like at least 2 weeks where it's like the first week pitchers and catchers report,
Right.
and then the next week the rest of the team comes in, and then the following week is when they start games.
Right, but then I mean it's going to be abbreviated if it goes
right.
up
They'll,
against the
they'll-
wire.
exactly. But if you want to get the full spring training games in, then your drop dead date is like middle of February, right? That's
Yeah,
about when
yeah.
pitchers and catchers start to report. So as long as, but that's the thing, if you can get it done, and then they're like, okay, tomorrow pitchers and catchers are reporting.
Right,
then
yeah.
great. But the problem is you still have a shitload of free agents out there. Like there's a ton of dudes that haven't.
Well, that
signed.
doesn't matter though, because I mean, technically,
true.
there's
Against
all
it.
sorts of free agents every year. Whether it's just whether or not they're named guys or whether or not they're going to get signed. But yeah, I mean, once the CBA is signed, then everything else is gravy because the guys will sign eventually. At
I
that
feel
point.
like whenever they sign it is when they'll go, okay, next week pitchers and catchers report. Like whenever it gets signed,
they'll probably be like a week buffer.
Yeah, they'll be like, okay, pitchers and catchers report next week, and then moving into the
So basically, you're looking like the deadline is a week before your kids' break, Jude's break, right?
That's
like a month. Honestly, like a month.
Well, Mike,
from now.
I barely care about anyone besides myself, and if I'm going to care about someone, it'd be like one of you guys, and then probably my wife because she's legally binded to me. So, like,
thank you for putting us ahead of your wife, Drew. I appreciate you.
well, she's not listening, so I'm not going to score points. So who gives a fuck, right? Like, so since I care that much about you, we're talking what?
Let's just shoot for February, mid-February.
Mid-February. Yeah, that shit ain't gonna
mid-February.
happen.
Mid-February is when I need.
I'll be shocked if they have anything that would even make it worth talking about scheduling when the truck needs to leave Cincinnati to get to Arizona, because apparently that's a thing. Because Lance McAllister's bitch ass talks about it every single fucking year. I don't think it's going to happen before March, and even March I think is iffy.
Because this is the first time I get to see spring training, and I'm not gonna. It's going during a lockout. Are you kidding me? Which brings me to
how
my
hard
first
would it be
nominee.
to convince her that
This-
there's? Go
This
ahead.
is
Go
my
ahead.
first nominee for something that we are bringing back this week, Motherfucker of the Week. Rob Manfred. Rob Manfred, you motherfucker, you. Not only did you screw up my chance to see spring training baseball with this bullshit CBA bullshit that you're bullshitting on, but you also fired Ken Rosenthal because he called you a piece of shit. You asshole. You are the motherfucker of the week. I hate Rob Manfred. I hate him. Scott, is Rob Manfred the motherfucker of the week?
Motherfucker of this short-lived decade. Absolutely. I can't wait for the next guy. Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
We've probably got like another 20 years at least of this fucker. That's the worst part. I don't know if baseball's going to survive another 20 years, but if it does, it's going to be with Rob at the helm, and we're doomed.
How many more lockouts do we get
Stickball's
under
never
Rob?
going
Because
away.
there's at least two, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, I'm calling two. 2. The over-under is definitely at 2.
Drew,
I didn't know
who's
we
your
got
choice
rid
for
of.
mother-
I didn't know that we got rid of motherfucker of the week.
No, we just haven't done it in a while. It's just been ages. Who's your choice for motherfucker of the
Well,
week?
I've been telling a lot of people they're motherfuckers for a while. So I mean, whoops. I don't really have one because I think you nailed on the head there.
Kirk Herbstreit
It's-
deserves a nod.
Oh no! I thought we were doing the baseball. This was the baseball round.
Yeah, it's baseball, but it's also motherfucker of the week.
Baseball
So we can,
round.
Well,
we
look,
can go back to
all
to
right.
football. All
I'll
right,
yell
Drew, we'll
about
go back
Kirk
to football.
Herbstreit later. No, dude. God damn it.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
The season starts this week.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
That's the one I actually was gonna click, but then I saw the golf one. I was like, well, I really like that one, so I'm gonna click it now because otherwise it might not get played tonight.
Oh, guys, guess what? Hang on real quick.
Boom shakalaka!
Kyrie is back today.
Hell.
Kyrie is playing today, making his season debut in
Dude, fuck
Indiana.
that guy.
The first ever
Out of
part-time
state.
No, he is not the
part-time
first
only-
time part-timer.
part-time only, road game only. Let me finish. Part-time only, road game only player in the NBA. He that's amazing to me.
Wow.
Making
We
his
did take away
debut.
the credit from that doctor from Chicago back in the day who was like, well, I mean, I'll play basketball if y'all are here. Like, it's just rec league on Tuesdays. I get paid more for being a doctor. If you're traveling, I'm out, but I'll play when you're at home.
Is that why I specified part-time road player, Drew?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Way to be a douchebag about it and not let that dude's family tell his story.
First of all, I feel like this is all made up, but that would be
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Guess what, guys? I've got a
R.I.P.
new
Jeff
nominee.
Dickerson. That's what I was trying to get to, man.
I've got a new nominee for motherfucker
wow,
of the week.
you.
Drew.
Oh.
It's Drew. Drew's motherfucker. of the week.
Is that a I don't know that I'm qualified for that. I feel like I'm just like on the council in perpetuity. Like, who better to judge motherfuckers than motherfuckers, right?
That's a good point.
You know
Takes a
what I'm
motherfucker
saying?
to know a motherfucker.
Exactly. Yeah.
Robert's
So-
saying, Mike and Scott, do you remember when I was doing an MMA to the max and I would complain to you all about my co-host? That's Drew.
I
Scott,
mean, that's fair, Robert, but at the same time, they could have changed the StreamYard link like a long time ago, and I'd be like, well, damn, that sucks. And they would have lost me very easily. Yet somehow I click the button. It's always here every week. Go figure. Dick.
Scott, any nominees for motherfucker of the week?
I'm just gonna stick with Rob, but I do think like I do feel like Drew.
With Drew.
I was gonna say, Drew does have a right to the throne. Like he does have the birthright there for that. That when Rob dies an untimely death, that Drew's gonna slide on right in that motherfucker of the week.
See, I feel like that's super unfair, and mostly because I can at least get a tan, dude. Like, come on, I'm not that white. Oh, is this not? I
Move this man!
Where did you find that clip of people booing?
That's from I don't know if it's Maury or Jerry Springer. I think it's Jerry.
Move this man!
Are we not allowed to use the half-baked one for like legal reasons?
Just to be careful. I just
It's
changed
probably
it up
yeah,
to be
that's fair.
careful.
That's fair. I love you too, Robert.
Yeah, Robert.
Even though your quarterback puts ketchup on steak.
Motherfucker of the week nominee Kirk Herbstreit. He deserves a nomination this week because he went in on players for opting out of bowl games, and it's our year of the Lord 2022, and you've got grown men talking about how players need to suck it up and play in the bowl games because they made a commitment to their school and their fans and their coaches, and they're opting out of bowl games. Like, dude, what are we doing here? You need to stick with it and play for free while this university gets a shitload of money because you're in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. God damn it. That's what you need.
Now hold on a minute though. The Duke's Mayo Bowl is probably one of the best bowls of all bowl season.
It probably is. You're right.
Like how much?
Hang on. Real quick. This is how we're going to end this before we get into our drinks. Sip, chug, drain, pour, regular Gatorade shower, the French fry shower from the Idaho Potato Bowl, or the Duke's Mayo Bowl shower at the end of the game. Scott, sip, chug, drain, pour.
I am chugging a French fry bath. I am sipping the classic Gatorade, and I am drain pouring mayo. No, thank you.
Drew, what's your choice here?
And I like mayo, by the way. I just don't want it all over me. It's gross.
Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna chug the mayo because that also comes with the $10,000 donation to the charity of your choice. So, to me, that's kind of worth taking a mayo bath. Plus, I got to be honest. What's his name was on Dan Patrick a day or two later and said he still smelled like mayo. And I got to be honest, I'm curious what that's like. Like,
can the donation of my choice be me? Like, can I take the mayo bath?
Well,
and then,
Scott, if you have
backdoor the money to myself.
If you have a 503c or whatever it is, yeah, sure, why not?
Cool. Let's do
I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to judge. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm gonna drain pour the French fries. Except I would get them, and I would get a little ketchup, and we would, it'd still be worthwhile. And then I'm gonna sip the Cheez-Its. Actually, the Gatorade bath isn't even in this question because that's too basic. I'm gonna absolutely sip the Cheez-Its. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I hate the team that got it this year. But not only do they do the Cheez-It bath from the Gatorade tub or whatever, they literally just rolled out fucking drums of Cheez-Its onto the field during the trophy ceremony. And players are just walking up and grabbing family size, party size boxes of Cheez-Its and walking around with them like, I just played a football game and I got a box of Cheez-Its. Cool.
Scott, I'm almost with you. I'm drain pouring the mayo bath, but I'm going to sip on the French fry bath because first of all, I'm Irish and we got to go potatoes all the way. But man,
you can make vodka out of that.
So much fun. Unless they're shitty French fries. That's the problem. I guess maybe I got to rethink this because I've had some bad fries. What fries are in that? Are they crinkle cut? Are they?
I feel like they're natural
fry bath. I'm not
natural
really
cut.
into
Yeah, I don't want that. I was just gonna say the steak fries would suck.
I pictured Wendy's fries.
Yeah, Wendy's fry bath would be
because it's an Idaho potato bowl, right? They're just natural cutting that shit, lightly salting.
Five Guys fries.
Oh yeah, there you go.
They don't even have to. They just use a regular serving of Five Guys fries. They're just like, hey, give me a small, and then they dump it on the coach's head, and the coach is like, where'd you get all these fries from?
Do you think when the school accepts the bowl bid, you could write it in the contract to say no, don't give me the fry bath. I want a bathtub worth of fries instead.
Oh, and just sit in it? Weird.
Well, no, I was just going to eat out of it with ketchup.
Oh, okay. Biscuits.
Why are you putting your balls on French fries, Mike?
That's what I thought you were doing because you wanted an actual bathtub.
I'm not going to eat those.
I'm going to just plop these nads right on top of these fries. It's going to be great.
Then they're not.
Biscuit saying he would drain pour the Brazzers/Duke's mayo bath. It does look like a damn bukkake. Oh
wait, speaking of which, I forgot.
And chugging the fries, especially if they're Rally's fries. Good call out on the Rally's fries.
So because Mike sucks
man, I didn't know
job,
that Rally's fries were an option. I'm changing my I chugged the fry bath, but I would marry the Rally's fry bath. Let's go all in.
All right, wait. So hold on. Sip, chug, drain, pour, and I might need help on the third, but Arby's fries, the Curly's.
Drain pour.
Wow. That's
what?
Wow. Okay. All right. Hold on. All right. So Arby's fries, Rally's fries, or a Steak and Shake fry or Burger King fry if we want to try to stay, in the same genre.
No, those are not the same genre. You got spiced fries that have a distinct color and shape to them, and then you're trying to bring in the regular fries that are competing against one another in the regular fry arena. No, that does not work. You need 3 fries that are similar to the curly fry, which is seasoned in nature. Damn it.
Well,
will not
Drew,
allow
because
that.
Drew did mention steak and shake, so could it be steak and shake with the steak and shake seasoning on them?
Yeah.
Well,
But
then
it's
you might as
it's
well-
a shoestring.
No, because again, it's a regular fry. It's a regular potato ass fry. Like if you just leave it alone, it's just a potato fry. You have to add the seasoning. No, the other two are no. They're specifics. I will not allow this bullshit. You got to get a third.
Okay. All right.
that
Give
is
me.
an actual
All right.
seasoned fry.
I have an idea.
Okay,
All right,
go.
So for the third fry, I'm gonna need a little help here, but a Cajun fry. Who has the fucking Cajun seasoned fries?
Five Guys.
No. No. Smash Burger's got the rosemary fries. Five Guys has the Cajun seasoned fry because they're the ones that do the vinegar too, right? Like they have the vinegar sitting out on the counter and whatnot.
Yeah, but that's not them doing the vinegar. That's you doing the vinegar. If you want it.
No. But Scott, I'm just trying to make sure I associate the vinegar with the right.
You think of three. We'll get back to this next week. What were you drinking, Mookie? Go.
I hate all of you. I don't want to play anymore.
What were you drinking, Mookie?
So I started off with the Brink Brewing Nightcap. Again, Brink out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Super great beer, highly rated. I'm just gonna go caps because I don't have time for anything else. 4.5 caps is what I'm gonna give it. I moved on to the Woots Marzen Oktoberfest Christian Moorline beer. It's okay. It's citrusy. I'm not really about that. So I'll give it a 3 caps. And then I wrapped up with the Moorline Billet Moon. Wow, Jesus Christ. Munich Dunkel Lager. Another solid beer, super crushable. I'll give that one 4.5 caps and Untapped. And I'm finishing off with Bud Light. Scott, go.
I had the Dude Abides because I'm amazing and I found it on there just like other amazing people on this show. 5.5%. Don't give a shit. This beer is a 6 on the Micah's back scale, and that's all you need to know. If you can find the Dude Abides and it's not sold out on Beer Drop, you should get it.
My beers were
also
6.5 on the Micah's back scale.
I also got that amazing White Russian Stout, the Dude Abides, because I do not sleep on my Beer Drop drops. To adjust my Beer Drop to get the best beers available at the time, and the Dude Abides was available
When they don't sell out.
And it was not sold out. Now it is. So I'm very glad that I got it when I did. It is delicious. On a scale from, you know what, we're going old school. On a scale of, would you bang this beer? Yes or no? Yes, I would bang the hell out of this beer. I would bend this beer over and bang it until I hit it with a Duke's Mayo bath. It's so good. It's so good.
That just got like super graphic.
I need to know when the hell that was up on the scale.
I was wondering, Scott. I thought that was like way back
Wasn't
machine,
that a
like
thing
year
back in the
one.
day? Isn't that how
Whether
It's
or
before
not
my
you would
day.
Fuck the beer.
Yeah, that was the scale, right? Would you fuck this beer? Yes or no? Yeah, I totally fuck it. But nah, I probably wouldn't fuck this beer. I would fuck this beer. I would fuck it really good.
Hey guys, all I know is we've made it more than halfway through our first work week. Go on.
No, that wasn't a scale. Am I misremembering, Scott? Remember that?
Look, dude,
I really don't remember the would I fuck this beer scale on this show ever.
Can that
I've-
be a scale from now
I
on?
was just gonna say, but I'm so mad that it's never been our scale that it needs to be our scale forever.
Mike,
True.
With the
Drew.
accurate descriptors that you provided.
do you really
I would
think that'd be a
never
good scale?
steer over.
Drew, take a note for next week. The would you fuck this beer scale? Yes or no?
Hey Google, remind me in 6 days to talk to Mike about the would I fuck this beer scale.
Oh god.
All right, guys. This was a damn good time.
She got it. We're good.
Good. All right, good. I'm glad to hear that. This was a really good time. It feels So good to be back. I'm really glad to be back in here. Mookie, Scott, thank you fellas for holding it down.
What did I do?
You guys did
What happened?
a damn good job. Get out there, everybody, and fuck your beers.
Shit, Scott, we're ending. We got to press the buttons.
Be sure. No, I got you, Drew. You don't have to press anything. Be sure to follow the show on all the socials at Crafty Sports on Twitter. Stop it, Drew.
Well, I didn't get to press that one tonight.
Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook, all that good stuff. Shout out to Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Tons of great content. 2022 is going to be a crazy year at Belly Up. So shout out Belly Up Sports. Go hit them up for all of your sports-related news and updates. So be sure to subscribe and rate and review wherever you get your podcasts, not only to us, but to all of the podcasts on the Belly Up Sports Network. We will see you all next week.
Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
Damn it, Drew. Damn it.
Welcome back, buddy.
Damn it. All right. We'll see you guys next week. Cheers, everybody.
Get your man some Just for Men.
Just for men's. Just